If you've spent any time in fitness or wellness spaces lately, you've probably heard about peptides. BPC 157 for healing, CJC 1295 for growth hormone, melanotan for tanning. They sound like miracle compounds, and everyone seems to have an opinion about them. But how do you separate the real science from the bro science? That's exactly what this series is about, giving you the complete, unbiased truth about every peptide people are talking about. Welcome to Peptides Explained. I'm going to take you beyond the forum posts and Instagram testimonials to show you what these compounds actually are and what they do in your body. So let's start with what a peptide actually is, because I guarantee it's simpler than you think. Peptides are just short chains of amino acids. If amino acids are like individual beads, peptides are simply small necklaces made from those beads. When you eat chicken, you're eating proteins that your body breaks down into peptides. When you produce insulin, that's your body making its own peptide. They're completely natural, and you have thousands of different ones floating around in your body right now. The peptides everyone's talking about, though, those are synthetic versions designed in labs. Scientists create these to do specific jobs: heal tissue faster, release more growth hormone, burn fat, build muscle. And here's what's really interesting: many of them actually work. The science behind them is often solid, so why can't you just get them from your doctor? This is where the story gets complicated. Every peptide you've heard about started as a potential medicine. Companies spent millions developing them. They ran lab tests, animal trials, even human studies. But here's the reality. About 90% of drugs that enter human testing never make it to market. Sometimes the side effects are too severe. Sometimes they don't work as well as hoped. Sometimes they work, but not better than what we already have. When development stops, something interesting happens. The research gets published, the chemical formula becomes public knowledge, and suddenly labs in various countries start making these compounds. They sell them labeled for research only, which puts them in this weird legal grey zone. They're not approved drugs, but they're not exactly illegal either. It's like selling car parts that happen to make your engine faster. Technically legal, but everyone knows what they're really for. This creates the Wild West situation we have today. You can order peptides online from companies you've never heard of, in countries you've never visited. There's no oversight on purity, no standardized dosing, no one checking if what's in the bottle matches the label. People are basically running their own clinical trials with themselves as the test subject. Now, I'm not here to scare you or sell you anything. I'm here to educate, because whether we like it or not, people are using these compounds, and they deserve better information than random Reddit posts and YouTube comments. In this series, I'll break down every major peptide using the same approach. What was it designed to treat? How does it actually work in your body? What happened in the clinical trials? Why did development stop? How are people using it now? And most importantly, what does the actual evidence say about safety and effectiveness? I'll explain the science in a way that makes sense without dumbing it down. You'll understand why that miracle muscle-building peptide might also affect your heart, why that fat-burning compound could mess with your sleep, why mixing certain peptides is like playing chemistry roulette in your body. By the end of this series, you'll be able to spot the difference between marketing hype and actual science. You'll know which claims are backed by research and which are just expensive placebo. You'll understand why something that works great for your gym buddy might be dangerous for you. I'm also creating a peptide researcher's toolkit. This will show you how to verify sources, read actual studies, and spot red flags. Because the goal isn't just to teach you about specific compounds. It's to help you think critically about any new peptide or supplement that comes along. Look, I get why peptides are so appealing. When traditional medicine has no answers, or when you're trying to optimize your performance, these compounds seem like cutting-edge solutions. And sometimes they might be. But making informed decisions requires understanding both the promise and the reality. The fitness industry is full of people who'll tell you what you want to hear. This series is about telling you what you need to know. The good, the bad, and the complicated. Because your health is too important for anything less than the truth. So follow along for the full series. Save these videos for reference. Share them with anyone who's peptide curious. In our next episode, I'll break down ACE-031, the muscle growth peptide that shows exactly why it builds muscle doesn't automatically mean it's good for you. Until then, stay skeptical, stay informed, and remember, the most powerful enhancement is knowledge itself.